House Leader of the Third Party.
Honourable Speaker, as we face down a trade war with the United States, energy security has never been more important. We cannot and must not continue relying on American energy sources. We cannot and must not continue relying on the expansion of climate-killing LNG projects built by foreign companies and subsidized by BC taxpayers. Renewable wind, solar and geothermal projects are the solution. Recently, BC Hydro of Site C Dam financial mismanagement infamy announced with great fanfare that it secured 9 new wind projects at a cost of $5 to $6 billion. Oh my God, this is great. That was the Green Caucus response. There's just one hitch. These projects are 47% to 79% more costly than other comparable wind projects in North America. My question through you to the Premier, what will your government do to rein in BC Hydro and stop overpaying for the clean power we need for BC's energy security?
Minister of Energy and Climate Solutions.
Well, thank you, Honourable Speaker. And Honourable Speaker, I'm surprised at the question from the Honourable Member because I would have thought, do think, that it's extraordinary, Honourable Speaker, that we approve projects the size in terms of energy of Site C at 45% less than the last call for power in 2009, that are 51% on average owned by First Nations, Honourable Speaker, that have an average levelized cost of $74 per megawatt hour, $6 less than an equivalent call for power in Quebec recently, that this wouldn't be anything else than a success. We need more energy in BC, and we need more renewable energy, and we are just getting started.
Member has supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, BC has legislated targets to reduce emissions by 40% by 2030. About 10% of the planned emissions reduction was to be from increasing the price on carbon pollution. Yet this week, the Premier announced he would scrap the consumer carbon tax. The industrial carbon tax remains, but 2/3 of company emissions are exempted from the tax. There's no way BC is going to meet the 2030 target. The province's most recent climate accountability report says only very minor progress has been made, and that's before LNG Canada comes online. My question is to the Minister of Energy. Will the Minister introduce a regulatory emissions cap for the oil and gas industry this year, as previously promised?
Minister.
Well, thank you, Honourable Speaker. And as the member will know, and the most recent change to the regulations with respect to methane emissions from the oil and gas sector came in January 1st, that we've reduced methane emissions, for example, by 43% from 2015 levels, which is a significant achievement, not just by the people of BC, by the Clean BC plan, but by the industry itself, Honourable Speaker. That we have to continue again and again, Honourable Speaker, in a province where we've seen an increase in population. In my time on the government side of being close to 1 million people, we've got to continue to take action. It's why reducing our per capita emissions, as we have done significantly, reducing our emissions against GDP, as we have done significantly, continuing to pursue climate programs that are good for the economy, good for the people of the province, and good for their health is our goal. And it's why we're going to work with all members of the legislature, but in particular, members of the Green Party, on a joint review of the Clean BC program, which was scheduled for next year and is going to happen this year.